Hey, it's Kev. I hope you're doing good. I'm just heading to the garden today because I have some empty space in there. If you've been following along, you'll know why, but I'll show you again when I go there. And I'm gonna plant some fall crops. It's August 3rd today, and we're in Canada, grow zone 3. So if you think you can't grow fall crops, you actually can. There's quite a few things you can grow, and I'm gonna grow a couple of them today. So here's the space we're going to be working with today, and if you saw my last video, you'll know that this was supposed to be my carrot patch. You can actually see it says Carrot Cove there. The problem is that I tried growing carrots there 3 times, and so it's either because it was so hot out that the sun fried the seeds or something ate them when they came up. So I'm not sure which one. There's some weeds in here, so I guess I'm gonna have to get rid of that and work this land a bit.
So now this section is turned and ready to go. And so the seed here I'm using is the Bloomsdale long-standing spinach. And the cool thing about it is that I got it from my garden last year. So I really think it's awesome when you grow food, take the seed from that food, plant it, and grow more food. That's true independence. And if anything ever happens, I'm gonna know how to grow food, right? Another good thing is that I have lots of time to grow this and harvest this before the winter comes here in Canada Zone 3. And there it is, my little spinach patch is planted, watered, and I'm already thinking about harvesting. So these are my last 2 heads of romaine lettuce that I have. I do have more seed growing, but this is all I have. My succession planting went out the window, so it's time to plant some more. I have some buckets that I didn't use this year. I just have to pull out all these weeds that I let grow. Here's the compost bin. Luckily, there's still some left. Mr. Owl here is supposed to be scaring off the squirrels from the apple tree, but to be honest, he's not doing a very good job.
So yeah, sitting under my apple tree in the shade. It's 26 degrees Celsius out here, pretty warm. So I got my 2 lettuces here, same ones I did before. I got crisp mint lettuce and Paris white Cos lettuce. I don't know if you can see that, but it's a really delicious lettuce. Makes awesome romaine heads, and 3 to a pail. I wasn't sure how that was gonna work out, but it worked out really good. So I'm just gonna sit here and plant me some lettuce. So this is pretty much using up all of my lettuce from last season for the Paris white Cos lettuce. I have more coming to seed, so that's good. I've got a little bit left, so I will save that and keep it in my seed bank. And you don't want to bury the lettuce too deep because it actually germinates well in the light. So of course it's important to label them so you know what is what. And so I've just got them sitting around the tree so that they do get some shade at some points, so that the seed doesn't fry and not germinate. Gotta water the basil, and I got some nice sage here too. My cilantro is, well, almost done. Bang, yo. Hopefully I'll have 18 heads of lettuce the end of September. Gotta water these buckets. That's the thing about bucket growing, is that they take a lot more watering because, you know, they have limited space. This lettuce really needs some water. Yeah, so check out the peppers here. These are my orange peppers. Still doing good. These two guys here, still nothing on these orange pepper plants, not sure why. And then here, I just saw today, my green pepper plants have some green peppers coming. So super happy about that. Peppers have done, oh, and this one has a little small one too coming. I don't know if you can see that. Really hopefully get some peppers. I was hoping to get a few more peppers that are on here this year. But maybe I'll have to plant them in the garden. I thought they'd do really good in the pails. I've done banana peppers in the buckets before, and they did super awesome. But maybe these green peppers don't do as good, or maybe I just need more plants. I did have some extra buckets I could have used, so I don't know. Figure it out as I go. And just picking some beans today. Gotta pick them every day. Beans are funny because once they start growing, you gotta be on them because they overgrow so quickly. And then you miss some sometimes. I always miss beans. And then I come back the next day and there's so many that are overgrown. But today doesn't look too bad. And then even after I go through them, I look at a different angle and then I see, oh look, I missed some beans. Now where did they go? Here they are. They just camouflaged. And then this plant back here, this is my seed plant. It produced quite a few beans, so I'm just gonna let these keep growing and produce the seed inside and have some nice luscious plants next year. My tomatoes, some of them are on the ground, and here's what can happen, right? You can get pests in them and stuff because these are so overgrown. But I've got some red ones. These definitely got to come in here and do some picking. And my peas, I've picked most of my peas. So these peas are only, they only get to about 3 feet high, these plants, as opposed to some get like 5 feet high, but they produce a lot of peas. And this plant, these two plants back here, you can see are the ones I'm letting go to seed, and they had like a lot of peas on them. So actually the whole bush and everything had a ton of peas on it, because last year I had problems. I planted them along this fence here and there were a lot of pests, and so there were some plants that made it so those ones went to seed, and those were obviously the strongest plants, so planting those seeds made stronger plants here. See how that works? Look at how many tomatoes I've got, and they're staying a little smaller because I didn't trim them. And I still have some tomatoes in my freezer from last year that I'm supposed to make sauce with. Well folks, thanks for watching my funny little video and come gardening with me. I appreciate you if you made it this far. Tips and tricks, hints are always welcome in the comments. Any kind of comment is welcome down in the comments section. If you want to buy me a coffee, you can do so in the description. And remember the most important thing, take care of yourself folks, and I'll see you in the next video.